Good morning, student. Myself Vinay Tripathi. Welcome to your online class. Students, today I am going to explain you in Geography chapter 4, Weather and Climate. See students, previous chapter 3, we have learned comparing a globe and a map, field visit, okay? And in this chapter we are going to discuss about that weather and climate. So see students, can you tell? The weather conditions of a few places in India are as follow on 10th June. So use the table, okay, to answer the questions. So you have to use the table. See that first one is place Kochi, state is Kerala, time is 12:30 p.m. and see student that place what else weather are there, that is cloudy weather are there, okay. And second one place Bhopal, state MP, that is Madhya Pradesh, time same time was there 12:30 p.m. and that place weather is hot and sunny. And third one is Missouri, that place was there and state is Uttarakhand, time is 12:30 p.m. students and weather is cold weather and mild sun. So see students, that means what you observe in this table, each and every place same time different types of weather was there, okay. So how the weather was different in different place, it is not same. So see students, some questions are there. So we will discuss here. First one is, in which place will the clothes on a clothesline dry quickly? Why? So see student, what you are observing that in this table. So in which place you have found that clothes on a clotheslines dry quickly? Why? See students, in Bhopal the clothes on the clotheslines will dry quickly. Why students? Because due to the hot sun, the water in the wet clothes get converted into paper quickly, and because of that, where it is happens in Bhopal, okay. Next question, in which place will they dry slowly? Why? And see students, that means in which place will they dry slowly? Why? So see that means table, okay, observe that. So see students, cloth will take longer time to dry in Missouri, okay. Why student Missouri? Because see that because of the medium heat and cold air, okay, understood that. And third one is, will the atmospheric conditions at this place always remain the same or will they change? So what do you think students, the atmospheric conditions of this place will change? Yes, so it will change from time to time, okay students. So see that there is an explanation students. The weather condition at each of the place given below are different on 10th June. So same day, but different place, different types of weathers are there students, okay. Kochi has cloudy weather, it means there is a little sunlight, okay. The rainy season has started and moisture in the air will be high. That means in the Kochi place students, there was a cloudy weather, okay. You see that in the table, okay. That means it means what? There is a little sunlight and the rainy season has started and moisture in the air will be high. Hence, it will take longer time for the clothes to dry. You may have observed a similar situation at your place during the rainy season. So you also observe students in that means during the rainy seasons, when the rainy season was started, and what happened that moisture in the air will be high, and you know that means it will take long time for the clothes to dry, okay students. So you also observe these things. Now next one, see that students at Bhopal. So in Bhopal there is a hot sun, okay. The water in the wet clothes get converted into vapor quickly and the cloth will dry within a short time. And cloth will dry within a short time. Why students? Because there is a hot sun. Understood? And third one is, Missouri is located to the north of the Tropic of Cancer, okay. Hence it receives less solar heat. So that place it receives very less solar heat. The air there is cool too due to its location on a mountains. And say student, that place air is there is cool, okay. Due to why? Because the location on a mountains, clothes take longer to dry here because of the medium heat and cool air. And say here also see that clothes take longer to dry here. Why? Because of the medium heat and cool air, okay students. So factors like heat, moisture and wind influence the time taken by the clothes to dry. So these are the factors are the students. So which are the factors are there? That is heat, moisture and wind. So it influences the time taken by the clothes to dry. However, these conditions keeps on changing. We always experience such change. And this way students, we always experience such types of changes. Okay students, can you tell which of the following statements are applicable to the conditions that you have experienced today or yesterday at the place where you live? So say students, see that pictures in figure 4.1, boys warming themselves. So students, that means you have to give the answer of this question depending on the weather conditions of one particular day where you live. Okay, so some points are there, so let's go through that. First one is, it was cold in the morning. Okay students, so when you have seen that when people are warming themselves when there was a cold in the morning, normally we are seeing in the winter season. Okay, next one is, in the afternoon they become slutty, means hot and humid. Third point, it rained suddenly in the afternoon. Okay, and suddenly it was started to raining. Fourth one is, cool breeze was blowing at dawn, and cool breeze was blowing at dawn. And fourth one is, clouds gather in the evening, and see students, in the evening time clouds have started to gather. And last one is, the night sky was full of stars and a pleasant breeze was blowing. And in the night students, in the night sky was full of stars are there and a pleasant breeze was blowing. Okay students, so students, that you have to give the answer of this question depending on the weather condition of one particular day where you live. Okay students, weather means what students? We all always experience atmospheric conditions prevailing at a place and at a given time. Okay, so we are all experience atmospheric conditions, so prevailing at a place at a given time. We often talk about it, but these conditions are short-lived. And sisters, we often talk about this, and this condition is are short-lived, and this is what we called weather, and that is, we can say student, that is a weather. Okay students, for examples we say the weather is hot, cool, dry, slutty, etc. And this way what we say that student, the weather is hot, cool, dry, slutty means hot and humid. Okay, etc. And see students, short-lived atmospheric conditions prevailing at a place and at a given time is called weather. Okay students, can you tell, since childhood you have experienced summer seasons, rainy seasons and winter seasons? Okay students, so there are three seasons are there: summer, winter and rainy seasons. On the basis of your experience, answer the following questions. So some questions are there student, that means you have to observe that and you give the answer, that means through your experience. Okay, first one is, in which month do summer, the rainy seasons and the winter occur in a year? From January to December. Okay, show it in a chart. So what do you think students, summer season in which month it is coming that, and the rainy season which month, and winter in which month? So say students, summer season is February to May, it is summer season, we are saying that, and the rainy season is June to September. Okay, and winter season is October to January. So this way to divide in a chart. Okay students, next question, which special clothes do we use if it is raining? So you know students, rainy time, when there is a rainy season or when there was a raining, then what happen, then we are wear raincoat or carry an umbrella, you all know that. Okay, so during the rainy seasons we are wear the a raincoat. Okay, or we can carry an umbrella. Okay students, third one is, when do we use woolen clothes? So see students, normally we are using woolen clothes in winter season. Okay students, and last one is, in which seasons do we use, that means mainly use thin cotton clothes? So see students, thin cotton clothes, when we are wearing that, that means we wear cotton clothes in summer season. Okay students, explanation, climate. So see students, climate means what students? The average weather conditions of a place observed over a long period of time is called climate of that region. Okay students, So you must have noticed that each season lasts for a particular period and each season occurs at a particular time of the year. So you have observed that. Okay, students? That means you have noticed all these things. The scientists observe the weather in a region for many years. With the help of such studies, they define the mean weather conditions. So say students, who are scientists are there, they observe the weather in a region for many years. So many years they observe that, and with the help of such studies, when they studies all these things, so they made a definition that mean weather condition. The average weather condition of a place observed over a long period of time is the climate of that region. Okay, students, climate is generally expressed as cool and dry, or hot and humid, or hot and dry, etc. So see students, normally we can say about that climate is generally expressed as cool and dry, or hot and humid, or hot and dry, etc. The weather changes quite often due to changes in temperature, winds, or humidity, etc. So we always experience these changes. Okay, students. So we are always experiencing these types of changes. A sum total of all these elements define weather. And see, students, that means all total. That means sum of total of all these elements define weather. This affects our day-to-day activities and lifestyle. Elements of weather are taken into consideration while describing the climate. And see, students, that means that means it was changing. That means the sum total of all these elements define weather, and this affects our day-to-day activities and lifestyle. Okay, students. As a students, elements of weather are taken into considerations while describing the climate. Elements of weather. See, students. First one is temperature. The Earth's surface get heat from the sun. You all know that Earth planet, where they are getting the heat because of the sun. Okay. So the Earth's surface get heat from the sun. As a result, the surface get heated up, and because of that, students, the surface get heated up. The air close to the surface start becoming hot, and later one by one, different layer of air is at a higher elevation. Elevation means what? Height. Receive heat. Therefore, as we move upward from sea level, the temperature of air decreases. And see, students, you all know that our surface, they are getting the heat because of the sun. Okay, and you know that the air close to the surface start becoming hot, and later one by one, different layer of air at higher elevation receive heat. Therefore, as we move upward from sea level, students, so what happened that the temperature of air started to decreasing, and the temperature also goes on decreasing from the equator towards both the poles. And see, students, equator place, that means the temperature will be the hot. Why? Because of the sun, and because of the equator place, the sun rays falling perpendicular direction. Okay, students, and because of that equator place, heat will be more, and the temperature also goes on decreasing from the equator towards both the poles. And if that means if it is from the equator towards both the poles, the temperature has started to decrease. Okay, students. Air pressure. In the students, air has weight. As a result, it creates pressure. It is called air pressure. You all know that air has a weight, and because of that, it creates pressure, and it is called air pressure. Okay. The lowermost layer of air gets subjected to the pressure of the upper layers. Hence, the density of the lower layers of the air increases. And because of that, students, the density of the lower layers of the air started to increases. There is a greater air pressure near the surface of the earth, and it decreases with increasing height. And see, students, which place there was a greater air pressure, that means near the surface of the earth. And when it started to decreasing, that means with increasing height. Okay, this is vertical air pressure, and this changes also occur in horizontal manner. See, students, so this is a vertical air pressure. That means in the, we can say about the near the surface of the earth, there was a air pressure is more, and when we go to the increasing height, it started to decrease and become less and less. So this is the vertical air pressure. Okay, students, so this change also occur in horizontal manner. Okay, and this gives rise to winds. And say, students, this gives rise to winds. So next one, see that winds. Air start moving from high pressure towards low pressure areas is a horizontal direction. This moving air is called wind. And see, so what is wind, students? That means air was started moving from a high pressure towards low pressure areas. Okay, and in a horizontal directions, and this moving air is called a wind. And winds blow from high to low pressure areas, and its speeds depend on the amount of difference in air pressure. And this is, students, when the winds blow from the high to low pressure areas, okay, and its speed depends on the amount of difference in the air pressure, okay. Next one is moisture. So see, students, the atmosphere contains vapor, okay. The air that has greater amount of vapor is called humid air, and you all know that the atmosphere contains vapor, okay, students, and the air that has a great amount of vapor is called humid air. The humidity in the atmosphere is called moisture. And say, students, that means that humidity in the atmosphere is called moisture. The proportion of moisture in the atmosphere depends on temperature. Air with higher temperature holds a greater amount of moisture. See, students, that means air with a higher temperature, so it holds a greater amount of moisture. Next one is precipitations. Vapor in the atmosphere condenses into water droplets or snow particles, and their showering on the earth is called precipitation. See, so what is precipitation, student? That means vapor in the atmosphere, it is condensed, and because of this condenses into water droplets or snow particles, okay, students, and they are showering on the earth. When they are showering on the earth is called precipitation. So in the form of, that is, rainfall. You know that how the rainfall, snow, some places snowfall also, hail storms, etc. So are forms of precipitation, okay, students. Understood? That means vapor in the atmosphere condenses into water droplets or snow particles, and since when they are showering on the earth is called the precipitations, okay, students. Weather is described on the basis of the conditions prevailing at the given time, while climate is described on the basis of conditions prevailing over a longer period of time. So these are differences are there, students. That means weather is described on the basis of the condition prevailing at a given time, but while climate is described on the basis of condition prevailing over a longer period of time. So these are differences are there between the weather and the climate. Weather keeps changing frequently, okay, and we can experience the changes easily. So weather, that means weather keeps changing frequently, okay, students, and because of that we can experience the changes easily. Changes in the climate take place over a long period of time, and these are not perceived easily. And this way, this will not perceived easily. Why, students? Because changes in the climate take place over a long period of time. It takes more time, okay, students. Latitudinal positions, height above sea levels, nearness to oceans, oceanic currents, etc. are the factors that influence climate. And see, students, that means what are the factors are there that influence climate? So that is latitudinal position, okay, height above the sea level, nearness of ocean, that means nearness to oceans, oceanic currents, etc. So all these are the factors which are influence the climate, okay, students. Beside this mountain range, types of land, local winds are other factors that influence the climate of a region. And see, so other, that means which are the other, that means beside this mountain range, types of land, local winds, okay, are other factors that too influence the climate of a region, okay, students. So say, student, use your brain power, that is today cancer, no need to read this, okay, students. Next chapter we shall seek more information about temperature. So say, students, in this chapter we will discuss about the weather and climate, and the next chapter we shall seek more information about the temperature. Always remember, the weather at a place keeps changing frequently, okay, students, but the climate does not change that often. The climate is different at different location within our country. And say, students, that means the weather at a place keeps changing frequently, but the climate does not change that often, okay, students. And the climate is different at different locations, okay, students, within our country, India. It is cool at some place, that means some place it is cool, some place it is hot, some place, okay, and it may be humid in some areas and dry in other areas. So there are different in different locations, okay, students, in India also. Now say that, do you know the climate affects the entire living world in different ways? See, students, you know that because of the climate, if climate is not proper, it will affect the entire living world in different way. Life mostly thrives in region which have a conducive climate. As a student, the climate also influences the diet, shelter, etc. As a student, because of the climate, it influences in our diet, shelter, etc. of living things. The distributions of water on the earth is also a controlling factors of the climate. And say students, the distributions of water on the earth is also a controlling factors of the climate. Okay students. Say students, exercise question number 1, that is who am I, that is A1. Question number 2, that is B, answer the following. Okay. And question number C, for the climatic conditions mentioned in the table, name the representatives place known to you. Use an atlas. And D1 is complete the following tables. So see students, all these are the assignment I am giving to you as your homework. So to write this in your notebook or in your workbook and read this lesson twice, 2 times properly. I hope that you understood this lesson. Thank you.